missed you. You were missed by a lot of people who joined the circles, because it is always interesting and impressive to have facts and research from you. So wonderful to see you there. How are you doing?
Hi Ashima, how are you? Thank you so much. Feeling so great by hearing all this from you, and thank you so much. I'm really feeling, connect and touched that people asked about me and they were missing me. It always feels like nice, when somebody missed you or we missed you.
You, listening to you, talking to you, and even understanding what you're saying. And we do have Shuchi with us, and we have Deepak. Deepak, Archika ma'am is back.
Hi
Suraj.
everybody.
So we are back. Archika is back here, and we are back with yet another session on parenting. And the next two sessions, which is today and tomorrow, we would be winding up parenting, though there is so much more to talk. But I think, as decided with Archika, 10 sessions is something which is okay. We will still come back with some more seasons on parenting. But for now, we are winding up today and tomorrow by talking about mindful parenting. And, talking of the major components of mindful parenting. And Suraj has something to write there, Archika. Archika.
Yeah, Archika ma'am, do you even have any idea how much we were missing you yesterday? Of course. Thank you so much. Ashima told me, and she actually mentioned names. So I was feeling so glad, and I was enjoying that moment when she was telling me, that Suraj asked about you, Deepak asked about you, and we all were missing you. So I was on a cloud nine. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for giving this kind of love.
Yeah, you know what? It is like Mensa has given us the opportunity of connecting with so many more people and trying to give my cliched tagline, Indian Specialized Counseling Academy on Mensa, Archika and Ashima, trying to make a major difference by giving an open, non-judgmental space to people to come talk, because we are not here to judge you. Most of the time in our lives, we are afraid of being judged, and we are afraid of being, misunderstood. We are afraid of being blackmailed. We are afraid that somebody would think that we are stupid. We are afraid of being embarrassed. But this 1 hour, 58 minutes to be precise, is the time where we give you the place to unwind. And we are talking about mindful parenting. And mindful parenting, Archika, I was talking of child's self-esteem yesterday. And, how self-esteem really gets built if the parents are mindful. And how the child learns to have that resilience. And that is how, the confidence is built of the child. So it is really important. So would you want to add on to children's self-esteem, resilience, and the independence which is built when the parents, they are being mindful and giving all the attention to the children, being here and now? And from there, we'll move to compassion and empathy. Go on.
So, as far as self-esteem, confidence, and resilience and everything is connected, it all become it's an integral part of parenting only. How we are raising our kids, what kind of environment we are giving, and as we have discussed the type of parenting, we have already discussed that in which parenting we give low self-esteem, in which kind of parenting kids are having high self-esteem. So, and today's topic is a very, very important topic. I think we'll cover everything in today's topic, Ashima. What do you say?
Yeah, till tomorrow we will. Yeah.
So today's topic is actually having a lot of things which it's like a what should I say? I mean, it's a very good combination, compassion and empathy. And fostering compassion and empathy, something actually, it's a whole parenting comes under this umbrella.
Absolutely. Archika, I'll quickly wrap up from yesterday's session, because we did not, summarize the whole thing yesterday. So
please.
thank you. So the three terms which we were talking about and which are very important are building self-esteem of your children, nurturing resilience and fostering independence. And when we talk about building self-esteem, I'd ask the question to everybody to tell me what is self-esteem. And the meaning of self-esteem, just to reiterate, is how we look at ourselves, how we value ourselves. So if my children my parents are there, and if I can really foster that self-esteem, if I can boost their self-esteem, that they value themselves, they look at themselves in a confident manner, and when they are praised and they are encouraged and they know why they are encouraged. It should not be a shallow praise or an encouragement where we just give them praise for everything and they don't even know why we are praising, and sometimes they would even end up not able to understand and get confused. So if we are giving that praise and encouragement and giving them the right reason for why we are doing, and we are setting realistic expectations, and we are providing the opportunities for success, and we are focusing on their strengths, telling them what are their strengths and telling them how they need to improve, and we are also setting up positive role model aspect for them by demonstrating confidence, resilience, and self-respect for our own selves. Children learn from observing. So if I have to really, make my child to have a great self-esteem for himself or herself, I'll have to exhibit that. I'll have to demonstrate it also. Now, not by superficially demonstrating, but really being a person who is having a high self-esteem for himself or herself. And the second point is resilience. So we have to nurture resilience. Anybody, would you want to give me the meaning of resilience? Anybody? All right, I'll quickly wrap up because this is from yesterday's session. Resilience means the ability to bounce back. Most of the time when we are caught in a situation, we get so caught in the loop and a pattern that we are not able to come out of it, and it takes a lot of effort to come out of it. So nurturing resilience is the capacity or the ability to bounce back from a situation and not get stuck there. So how do we do that? We do that by teaching our children to problem solve. They should be able to solve problems. We should not be solving each and every problem for themselves. Yes, we can give them the steps. Yes, we can brainstorm. Yes, we can sit down and understand the aspects, the ideas, but we should let them problem solve. That's where it is really important for the parents to get mindful instead of giving the tailor-made solutions to their children. And then we should also foster growth mindset. What does that mean? We should be able to tell them to believe in their abilities, and we should tell them how they can improve and make themselves better in the strengths they have. And then we should also emphasize that if they are failing somewhere, it doesn't mean that they should sit down and just think about it. They should know how to learn from there and normalize that setback and bounce back and get better. And for all this, we have to provide emotional support. If we are not able to provide emotional support, they may not know how to process those failures. So if you're providing emotional support, we are giving them the solutions, we are giving them the ability to bounce back, definitely they learn resilience. And we should also tell them to have a great relationship with themselves, and they should know how to take care of themselves, whether it is through breathing, physical activities, mindfulness exercises, relaxation techniques. We have to model resilience by demonstrating how we also do it. And the third point which we were to talk about is encouraging autonomy and independence. Anatomy would be the physiology. We are not concerned about that. So what do? We offer them choices. How do we offer them choices? Like we just said, that when we are problem solving, we don't give them tailor-made solutions. In the same way here, we don't give them tailor-made decisions. Okay, जाओ हमने बोला है यही करना है और ऐसे ही करना है. No, we sit down with them, we understand how choices can be made, what decisions they can take, and we help them in navigating decision making abilities. We help them in understanding how they can do it. Definitely boundaries have to be formed, but there is a very thin line between the boundaries. I think that's a very great topic of talking. Today when you talk about boundaries, I sit down, I fight with my children fight with me. I talk to them about my problems, try to take solutions. They come to me for solutions. So boundary is something. If you're talking about respect, yes, the children have to learn how to respect their parents. In the same way, the parents have to learn to respect the boundaries and the individual self of their children. So parents have to support decision making when we give them the route to decision making, and we say, whatever you're saying is right. We should not show them that we are afraid of what they're doing. We should stand by them. We should provide them guidance. And if we don't have it, today the world is open to us, so we should sit down with them and try to find the right information instead of trying to be saying, mujhe sab pata hai, chalo karne lo, koi baat nahi. You have to help them in finding information, in understanding things. You have to help them make informed choices by weighing the options. Pros and cons have to be understood. So parental role becomes very, very important. So when we talk about problems solving and decision making, these are very two important aspects of the personality which really develop that independence, the will to be standing up in the odd situations and saying, yes, I can take the decision, I can stand together with you, but not I. We all will do it together by sitting down and seeing how we can go forward. And this really makes them responsible. So as parents, we have to give them the opportunities to make them responsible, and we have to celebrate everything. And again, growth mindset, as we said, is really, really, really important. All right, I rest my case. Anybody who has to say something, Archika, anything you want to add before we go on to today's things, which are compassion and empathy?
No, you summarized everything very clear. It was so very clear that I have nothing much to say. You did it all.
Oh, thank you very much for that. I'm also feeling good.
I can give verdict in your favor.
So Archika is giving verdict in my favor that I have a case and I win the case. Anybody else who wants to add or कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि ये बहुत important शब्द हैं. Independence, resilience. When the children are made to choose for themselves, when they know how to bounce back, when they know they have the growth mindset, they are not stuck. It really boosts up the confidence, right? We're talking about that confidence building. Archika?
Yeah, Shima, today's topic is actually very well connected to what you just said. It's independence, resilience, extension, we can say. And when we talk about the compassion and empathy, so compassion, I give you tagline for the both. Compassion as well as empathy, because tagline I always prefer to give, and you know already that we have a tagline for everything in our field. So because tagline hits, you don't remember the whole concept, but you never forget taglines.
Right.
So for compassion, it's like when I'm feeling for someone, in addition to it, there's a desire to help. So if I give a tagline or if there's something I need to understand, so it's like I can understand your pain, your distress, and I want to help. Empathy, when it comes to empathy, I'm feeling for someone. So I'll be like, I understand what you are going through. I have been there. Very, very minute, very, very thin line is there between compassion and empathy, and they can actually complement each other. And when we have a combination of both in somebody, it's a wonderful person. I will say that, okay, wonderful personality, wonderful person, and a good combination of thought and feelings and emotions. So compassion, and then we would talk about the fostering compassion and empathy in children. So what we are doing, we are turning understanding into action. That is what we are doing. And we everybody as a parent, we always try to do that. Now question comes, how to do that? How to do that? सबसे बड़ा क्वेश्चन हमेशा यही आता है, कैसे किया कैसे जाए? ये तो पता है करना क्या है, पर करना कैसे है? We have Adi and Priyanka. Anybody of you, either of you would like to talk or share something? What we have discussed so far?
Yeah, hey, Ashma ma'am, Ashika ma'am, good
Hi.
afternoon. So I think being a parent, I don't have any experience, but what I think, like if we are going to teach everything to your child, to your kids, it's not. Working as you experience that. Let them. In a situation, and they will always. If they come out of it, they really think that, and they are able to come out of it. The kids have more knowledge about that and get some experience about that, rather than we are going to teach every and little things to him or her.
So you mean to say that we should let them experience themselves and we should let them learn themselves?
Yeah.
Okay, so very true to some extent, and to some, I'll say ki for few things, there are situation, there are things, and there are feelings, emotion. We should let them, like we should let them learn from their mistakes.
Yeah.
But it's not like that. We should not correct them, or we should not show them the right way or right path. Right?
No. Yes. Actually, at that time आप उनको एक सिचुएशन जैसा होता है, कोई कई बार चीजें होती हैं कि आप बच्चे क्या होते हैं, स्टक हो जाते हैं, बट वहां पे अगर आप हर एक चीज उनको बताने लगोगे तो उनके दिमाग में ये चीजें चलने लगती है, अरे पेरेंट्स, मेरे मम्मी पापा हमेशा पीछे पड़े, छोटी छोटी चीज को लेके मेरे को मतलब हर एक चीज बताने पे लगते हैं, तो ये चीजें भी दिमाग में आती हैं बच्चों के। तो कभी कभी हाँ, वो अगर होता है उस चीज से निकल नहीं पा रहे, या फिर वो किसी परेशानी में है, कोई दिक्कत है और उस चीज से बाहर नहीं, तो आप वहां पे जाके उसको समझा सकते हैं, बट पहले वो चीज उनको फील खुद होने दीजिए और वो खुद एक्सपीरियंस करेंगे, तो मे बी इसका रिजल्ट ज्यादा बेटर होगा कि आप हर एक चीज उनको हर एक चीज में खुद से ले जाके इन्वॉल्व करें।
I would want to, go on, Achika, you're saying something.
एग्जैक्टली आदि, हम बहुत चीजों को ऐसे छोड़ देते हैं, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू लाइक इमोशन सिखाने, कंपैशन सिखाना और एम्पैथी अगर बच्चों को सिखानी है, तो इट्स नॉट about parenting is something most of the time we don't teach them directly, or we don't lecture them like we learn in a class. It's like we teach them.
Okay, Achika, can I add a little word here before both of you carry on further? What Adi is trying to say is, जैसे एक टीनेजर है, okay? अब एक टीनेजर है, वो बाहर जा रहा है, अब उसके पेरेंट्स हर टाइम उसको नहीं पूछ सकते क्या हो रहा है, कैसे हो रहा है, बट आदि जब हम माइंडफुल पेरेंटिंग की बात करते हैं ना बच्चा, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट राइट फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग. We are talking about when the child is a toddler, when he's growing up, he's becoming a tween, and teenage तक आते आते उनको बिल्कुल छोड़ना नहीं है, मगर yes, when we say fostering independence, that's the time when we leave them and we have given them the confidence already कि बेटा कोई problem हो, you come back, we'll discuss and understand इसका क्या किया जा सकता है. Do you understand कि जो माइंडफुल पेरेंटिंग है, हम ये नहीं कह रहे हैं टीनेजर के साथ शुरू करो, ये आपने शुरुआत ही ऐसे की है. तो जब छोटा बच्चा अपने पेरेंट्स को देख रहा है डिसीजन लेते हुए, वो कंपैशन देख रहा है, एम्पैथी देख रहा है, रेजिलियंस देख रहा है, तो वो सीख रहा है. और उस टाइम पे जब बच्चा गिरता है और माँ बाप ओ मेरे बेटे को लग गई, एंड एट दैट टाइम से नो वरीज, खेलते हैं तो लगती है. You understand? So we are prepared. What we are saying is not at the age of teenage or in the age of 20s. We are talking right from the beginning.
Okay.
Does that make sense now?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Achika, we have Priyanka, and Akshit. Yeah, Priyanka.
Yeah, Ashima, may I participate?
Please go on. We were talking to Priyanka. Okay, you start and then we'll go to Priyanka. No problem, Akshit.
Okay, Ashima, good afternoon to everyone. Yeah, it's a very intriguing topic today. Just attracted my attention. Compassion and empathy. So, as Achika mentioned, rightly mentioned, compassion is something like some kind of consideration for others, and it might be some content of pity also. But when we talk about empathy is something you are like coming forward for the help, but from the other shoes. Like sometimes somebody might have some some kind of family member loss. So you can't say, yes, I can understand your feeling. But from his shoes or her shoes, you can understand their feeling, the kind of feeling, the kind of situation they are in right now. So this is the very, yes, you mentioned, it's a minute difference, but it's a huge difference. Compassion these days, when we talk technically, empathy is a better term. And I also want to comment on this, what this Adi was telling. So let the kids let the kids learn from their experiences. One conversation I am just recalling from one of the book, and the person asked from a businessman how you achieve the success. So he just mentioned, I have achieved the success. It is having two words. So then out of curiosity, he asked, what are those two words? He mentioned right decisions. So then, but this next question was how, like you are able to take the right decisions. Then he mentioned one word. Then he asked, what is that one word? Then he mentioned, from experiences. Then again, out of curiosity, he asked, what is the how you gain these experiences? Then he again mentioned, out of two words. Then again the answer came, and which are those two words? Then he mentioned the wrong decisions. Okay, this is the answer of the Adi. So by our wrong decisions or by our experiences in the life, we learn, but it doesn't mean we let our kids to experiences from their wrong decisions. We have our experiences also. They can learn from our experiences also. So we can create kind of example, just like Ashima mentioned. So we are there to teach them, and we can't let them on their fate to learn for another 40 years or 30 years. So we are here, our experiences of 40 years from which they can learn. And we are also in this world, and we have gained a lot of experience, and how we are taking the world, and how the world is taking us, and how we should be empathetic to the world, and how this world could be a living kind of atmosphere, and much better world if we are empathetic to each other.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'll add on to it, but before that, Adi, 1 minute, Minnie wanted to speak. Adi, you'll have to hold on, my dear. I know you have something to say, but first Minnie, Priyanka, and then Adi. Go on, Minnie.
Okay, just a quick point here. There's a thing, जो छोटे बच्चे होते हैं, when they stumble, or when they fall, or when they tumble over small petty things, तो हम क्या बोलते हैं? अरे इधर लग गई क्या चोट? Oh, bad rock, oh, bad bed, oh yeah, bad wall. Or we start hitting the wall, we start hitting just to pacify them for the moment. So while we are doing this inadvertently, we don't realize that we're inculcating a value. इसने आपको problem किया, let's beat it, let's hit it back. This shouldn't be done. And one more thing, कि हम जब बच्चे किसी चीज से उनको प्रॉब्लम होती है और they start to cry, तो we tell them कि don't cry, don't do, या हम बोलते हैं कि don't go near that. तो वो वही करते हैं eventually. हम कह रहे हैं don't touch it, and eventually they touch it and they like, अरे लग गई, चोट लग गई. तो हम हम कहते हैं अभी बोला था ना, अभी don't cry, अभी मना किया था ना, they would have done it, so don't stop crying. So हम उनका जो इमोशन है उसको सप्रेस कर रहे हैं कहीं ना कहीं, तो that should be avoided. So there are two things that I've somehow got to learn recently. So I was like, let's just give in. Yeah.
Makes sense. Let's go on to Priyanka, and then Adi, and then Rajat. Priyanka, are you there, dear? Would you want to unmute? Thanks, Minnie. We'll come back to the Archika wants to say something, but let's just hold on. And Priyanka, dear, do you want to speak? I think you're new to the circles. Where is Priyanka? Yeah, go on, Priyanka. Yes, Priyanka? Priyanka, we can't hear you, dear. Are you speaking something? Something wrong with your mic. You just adjust that. Let's go to Adi, Rajat, and then back to Archika.
Akshit is unmute. You want to say something, Akshit?
Yeah, I will come later, please.
Yeah. Akshit, we have not reacted. I think Adi wants a reaction to be made. Go on, Adi, to what Akshit said.
You people have lots of experience in your childhood, but we know how's the child mind works in kind of stage. So को आप कोई भी चीज मना करो ना, तो वो वही, आप अगर जैसे जलते हुए दीपक या लैम्प के पास जाओ और बच्चे को बोलो कि बेटा ये नहीं छूना है, तो आप मना करो, ठीक, उस टाइम के लिए वो नहीं छुएगा, फिर उसके अंदर जो क्यूरियोसिटी होती है ना कि ये एक बार वो जरूर टच करके देखेगा कि ये क्या है। जब तक वो जलेगा नहीं, तब तक उसको वो पता नहीं चलेगा कि हाँ ये सच में ऐसा है। फिर उसके बाद हो सकता है वो ना जाए, लेकिन आप श्योर नहीं हो सकते हो कि उस टाइम पे कि बच्चा मैंने अभी मना कर दिया है कि बाद में वो जाएगा कि नहीं जाएगा।
तो आदि आजकल के पेरेंट्स पता कैसे मना करते हैं? वो बोलते हैं बेटा देखो ये जल रहा है, इससे हाथ पे लग सकता है, तुम्हें ट्राई करके देखना है तो देख लो, कोई बात नहीं, चोट लग जाएगा तो दवाई लगा देंगे, बट हम तुम्हें बता रहे हैं, ठीक हो लग सकता है।
वही बोल रहा हूँ मैं कि जैसे कि बच्चे की क्यूरियोसिटी होती है ना कि बस चेक करने की कि नहीं ये एक्चुअल में क्या है, वो जब तक चेक नहीं कर लेगा तब तक वो मानेगा नहीं। तो एक्सपीरियंस आपके पास है, आप भी जले हो चीज से और आपको पता है कि ये जाएगा तो जल सकता है, आप उसको बोलोगे भी, बट वो जब
What about other perspective? मैं अगर ये कहा जाए कि पेरेंट पीछे खड़े हुए हैं और बच्चे को कह रहे हैं कि बच्चा कह रहा है इसमें हाथ लगाऊं क्या, एंड पेरेंट लाइक अच्छा ठीक है चलो ट्राई करके देख लो।
हाँ, ये अच्छा तरीका हो सकता है,
ये वाला सबसे बेस्ट होता है,
ये बढ़िया होता है आई थिंक।
देखो कई सिचुएशंस में जब इलेक्ट्रिकल स्विच में बच्चा हाथ डालता है और माँ बाप कहीं हाथ डाल के देख लो, देयर कैन बी अ चांस ऑफ डायर कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस। तो ऐसी सिचुएशंस में अगर आप ये कहो बेटा इससे ना लग सकता है, हम आपको बता रहे हैं, हम आपको ये नहीं कहेंगे डाल करके चेक कर लो, मगर आपने कहीं डाल लिया करंट लग सकता है, बाकी आपकी इच्छा है।
Actually, I'm saying this because I always do that with my kids. Whenever they are like कि ये करके देखूं इससे क्या होगा, तो मैं कि हाँ प्लीज करके देखो एक बार।
मैं भी यही कहती हूँ, मगर मैं साथ में एक राइडर दे देती हूँ कि लग गया तो मुझे मत ये कहना कि आपने मना नहीं किया था।
नहीं, मैं तो वो भी नहीं देती हूँ, मैं बस खड़े होकर वॉच करती हूँ कि रिएक्शन क्या आने वाला है।
रिजल्ट क्या मैम कि आपको वो चीज आपके रहने पे आपकी मौजूदगी में वो हो तो शायद बेटर है, बट if you are not able to be here and maybe situation और difficult हो, तो ये तरीका बहुत अच्छा है कि आप आपके मौजूदगी में बच्चा सीख जाए तो वो अच्छा है, वो अच्छी पेरेंटिंग है। बट अगर आप सिर्फ कह के बोल दो कि नहीं बच्चा ये नहीं करना, तो बच्चा जरूर करेगा वो चीज, और उसके लिए आपको रेडी रहना होता है।
भाई डिस्क्लेमर है, आप अपने अपने रिस्क पे करिए, बोलिए करने को। आप एज अ पेरेंट, एवरी पेरेंट हैज अ राइट टू डू वट एवर दे वांट टू डू, बिकॉज इट्स देयर किड्स, दे आर रेजिंग देयर किड्स। सो हर किसी को अपना तरीका अपनाने का, you know, they should do it, they have the right, but disclaimers are always there, and mindful parenting is all about that. आपको जो सही लगता है।
Ashima, I think I'll add one thing more. When we are trying and when we are doing this as a parent, when we are letting them trying all the things what they want to, and it's not that we always be there around them when they are experimenting on their own, but that is a parenting, mindful parenting, that when we are not around, do they have that courage to do that, or do they'll come back कि आज मम्मा मुझे ऐसा ना लगा, मुझे ना ये करके देखना चाहिए, बट मैंने ना नहीं किया, क्या करूं, कर लूं क्या? So that kind of thought process उनको ये समझा देना कि ठीक है, because parents are not stopping everywhere every time, and we are supporting them. So having yesterday जो कल आपको हमारा टॉपिक था कॉन्फिडेंस, सो वो कॉन्फिडेंस क्रिएट कर दिया जाए बच्चे में कि ठीक है पापा मम्मी मना नहीं करते हैं, कर मम्मी यहाँ नहीं है और पापा भी नहीं है, अगर कुछ हो गया तो अच्छा पूछ के आता हूँ या फिर कल ट्राई करूंगा।
Now I have a divide here. अगर हर टाइम मम्मी पापा को देखना पड़ेगा तो फ्यूचर में ऑफिस में कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में जाके वो पॉसिबल नहीं है. सो खुद ही अगर प्रॉज एंड कॉन्स वेट करने का आदत पड़ गया और किसी के साथ कोई भी हो सामने उसके साथ उसके प्रॉज एंड कॉन्स डिस्कस कर लिए, आई थिंक दैट विल बी अ बेटर थिंग.
Initial stage, I'll say. Initial stage when the kid is growing up.
Yes, and then you discuss. I agree. Pros and cons discuss करो, मगर ये foster करना है कि हर जगह मम्मी पापा को ढूंढते ना फिरें. फिर वो एक डिपेंडेंसी हो जाएगी, वो भी झल्लाहट पैदा करती है.
कॉन्फिडेंस कहाँ रहा?
कौन सा
कॉन्फिडेंस is all about कि when they can take their own decisions.
Go on, Archika. Just wait. Priyanka wants to say something. Go on, Priyanka. And then Minnie has written something, Archika. Go on, Priyanka.
She has written disclaimer what you mentioned.
Yes. Go on, Priyanka.
Hello.
Yeah, go on.
Hello.
Yeah.
हाँ, yes. मैम जैसे कि हाँ, yes मैम, जैसे कॉन्फिडेंस है बच्चे के लिए, बट रॉन्ग एंड राइट. हेलो
जी बोलते रहिए.
हेलो.
Can you hear us, Priyanka? Priyanka, can you hear us, dear?
हेलो.
Priyanka, हमारा आवाज आ रहा है? Yes. You're audible. Just continue speaking. Don't worry.
हाँ, I am in 10 मैम. हाँ, ओके मैम. मैम जैसे कॉन्फिडेंस है बट रॉन्ग एंड राइट, मतलब डिसीजन लेने, देन
We did not understand.
Can you explain what you want to say? आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हो? थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन करो.
मैम जैसे कि बच्चे को छोड़ दिया जाए कि कॉन्फिडेंस है, वो खुद से ही ग्रो अप करेगा. हेलो.
मतलब उसका मतलब क्या है?
मेंटली, फिजिकली, इन व्हाट वे?
मेंटली
कैसे ग्रो करेगा खुद? मेंटली ग्रो करने के लिए आपको कहीं ना कहीं कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन,
जैसे कि आप अभी बोला ना कि ऑफिस में नहीं, जैसे कि अगर उसको बार बार आप प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं तो आप जैसे कि वो खुद ही ग्रो अप करेगा ना, ऑफिस में जाएगा. आप बोले ना कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल हाई कर दिया जाए तो वो खुद ही डिसीजन ले सकते हैं.
तब तक वो बच्चा नहीं रहेगा जब ऑफिस जाएगा.
यस मैम, बट अभी से ही उसको करना है ना, तो देन कैसे, मतलब डिसीजंस अगर वो लेता है और रॉन्ग होते हैं.
Okay, go. Are you a mother or are you? I mean, how is it? Are you a daughter, mother?
Yes, ma'am. I am mother. In one.
How old is your child?
4 years, ma'am, only.
All right. You're at the right age and stage where you have to become a mindful parent. You have to make sure that the child learns. And a confident mother and a confident father who have compassion and empathy, like Akshit very rightly mentioned, the empathizing of the world. That is really important. Do you want to add something else?
Yes, ma'am. I want to know what is the meaning of empathize? मतलब क्या role है?
Coming.
Yes, ma'am.
Rajat is joining back. Priyanka, just stay tuned because कहीं ना कहीं I think आपके network में कुछ problem है.
हाँ, yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. So no worries. So let's go further. Amrish has also come in. Amrish, do you want to say something before we go further?
Yeah. I just wanted to quickly make this point that it's rather obvious, but at the same time it's easy to miss that kids are little people, right? So they deserve to be treated just as you would like normal adults, and it is important to kind of be receptive to their feedback, and both of these topics I think are a little more nuanced for the kids per se to develop. So it really comes down to parents to really be compassionate and empathetic to the states of the child and kind of support them where the need arises, and kind of take that call of letting them evolve or be independent whenever they sense that ability innate in the child.
True. Absolutely true. Can I quickly add to what Archika said about compassion, and even Akshit talked about it. Compassion is not passion. Empathy is not sympathy. When we talk about compassion, Akshat brought in a word called pity. I would not use the word pity for compassion because it is more of sympathy, which takes the aspect of pity. When you talk of compassion, it is more of kindness. So I'll quickly just tell you, compassion is the ability to feel the concern and suffering and difficulties of others. And Archika very rightly added to it that you also don't just, sympathy is what, oh, bichare ke saath kitna bura ho gaya. That is sympathy. But what is compassion? I'm feeling towards the other person. I can feel the difficulties or the rough times of a person, but at the same time, I'm ready as a person to help the other person take action by, if nothing else, by understanding that person, by kind towards that person, by listening to that person, by not being judgmental, by offering my help if needed. That is compassion. So compassion is not passion, and empathy is not sympathy. Sympathy is just mere pity, where I feel bad for somebody. But what is empathy? Empathy is the ability to understand and share feelings. Like you very rightly said, Akshat, to be in the shoes of the other. How do you be in the shoes of the other? By trying to experience the emotions or the feelings or the situations in which a person is, that if you were in the same condition or in the situation, how would you react? How would you feel? So these are the two words, empathy and compassion. Very, very, very important words in the idea of parenting, with all the other words like confidence, building resilience, fostering independence.
With examples, this will give more clarity, and they'll get to understand that how we can give these emotions or these kind of, in parenting, how can we get all these things and teach our kids.
Absolutely.
Compassion and empathy kahan se aati hai, kaise aati hai. Right. So very, very first point is be a role model.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because most of you, everybody, जो parents कर रहे होते, आप temple जाओ, आपका बच्चा आपके साथ है, आप अपने दोनों हाथ जोड़ के खड़े हो तो बच्चा देखता है, वो भी ऐसे ही खड़े हो जाता है.
True.
आप टेम्पल के पास से निकल रहे हो and you just ignore. अरे क्या ड्रामा करते रहते हैं लोग, आके पहुंच जाते हैं. Slowly उसको भी लगता है कि अच्छा ये वो जगह नहीं है आने के लिए. Right. The way you treat your mates, the way you treat your drivers, the way you treat your everybody, your working staff.
Absolutely.
Your kids
you set examples.
How you're doing.
Absolutely.
Okay, you should teach them, whenever there's uncaring behavior, inappropriate behavior there, you should pay attention to that. Okay, you should tell. And it's not about that you're telling them like, okay, aise nahi baat karni hai, ye nahi karni hai, but how you are treating them. When you're calling a driver bhaiya or something, or in very, very soft tone, that please gaadi nikalo, hum aa rahe hain. So every time when your kids say कि अच्छा बेटा बोलो driver भैया को गाड़ी निकालने को, so if you are paying attention, you'll notice they'll say use same tone. If something is wrong with somebody on the road, somebody fell down or somebody tripped and you start falling and पागल इनको चलना नहीं आता है क्या? Or if you're doing this, rather than if you run and ki, are you okay? You're fine? Are you hurt? So your kid will learn this way.
True.
It's not every day we need to teach them कि अच्छा बेटा कुछ हो जाए तो इनकी help करना, ये करना, वो करना. No, you have to show them. Not every time you don't tell them. You don't need to. And everything, respect also. If somebody is even talking, you're going to a supermarket or shopping, grocery shopping, and the cashier very rude tone, he is really, अरे जल्दी चलो भैया, बहुत काम है. So you don't need to respond in the same way. You have to tell your kids, if somebody is having a bad day and somebody is going through something, you don't need to respond. They might learn कि अरे उसका काम है पापा, या मम्मा उसका काम है, why he or she is doing behaving like that? That's her job. He or she is not giving any extra for everybody. They are earning from it. That is the time we need to tell them that what other person's perception might be, what the other person feeling might be, or what the other person is going through. This could be a reason. So give them benefit of doubt, and that is how we teach them. that feeling of emotion, compassion, and empathy.
Absolutely.
These are very
Rishika, you rightly mentioned. First to try to become a role model for every case. You need not to teach the your kid, but what are the teachings you want to give to your child or children? First, you have to follow those. You have to set an example before them. Just like you rightly mentioned, a simple word, "Bhaiya, are you all right?" Whether it is a driver or your maid or your servant, but just giving a little respect. But if you are calling that servant some rude way or like you are taking them granted, so but obvious how much you want to teach to your child, they will not listen you. They will not learn from you. Basically, they will learn from your experiences, learn from your followings, how you are behavior, what kind of behavior you are following. Basically, in most of the cases, most of the instances, they are learning from you. Just I want to share one example from my side. Lately, my son shifted with me. He's now basically promoted to class 11th, and I have made his admission near to me near to my place in Chandigarh, where I'm posted. So here I am having a full-time servant, and he's preparing dinner, breakfast, lunch, whatever. So he's staying with me. At home also we have servant, but their mother is there, and his grandmother is there. So he's being pampered there. So he's not learning those kind of things there. So I am asking him to put his utensils after once your meal is finished in the kitchen. So initially he resisted. Bola, sir, Papa, he's our servant. He's our servant. It is his duty. So then I have explained him. Okay, beta, it is his duty. But if you want, if you create kind of comfort, kind of rapport with him, he will not only serve you in a better way, but you will find kind of respect from his side. So now he has started doing this little works after once the meal is finished. So he's putting the utensils in the kitchen. But similarly, as Arshita mentioned, first you have to follow the things. First, I have started doing that. Now he's like following me. If Papa can do, I must have to do. So this is something very important. And just I want to reply Priyanka also. Priyanka mentioned, okay, is it the only way to put the kids to learn from their experiences? So in the later stage of the years, when they will be in some corporate where they will be in the office, they will gain the more confidence by that way. Okay, true. But there are always the disclaimers, as Ashima mentioned. We have just taken some small example, like from electrical shock, or Deepak just say the child can be hurted, or his hand or something other part of the body could be burned. But take some dire consequences, like cases of eve teasing, molestations. Do you want to learn those things from the worldly experiences? I think no. We as a parents must come forward and these things, and this is our duty.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sensitize them, and what could be the consequences, and again the word compassion and empathy comes, like the similar kind of situation if arise with your sister. So those kind of it is our moral duty, and as a parent also.
Very true. Very true.
So very beautifully. Ashima, please, I'll add on later.
Okay. So very beautifully put. Whatever you said has a lot of maturity and a lot of substance. And like Archika was giving a lot of examples, which are it. And I think this is the first part, the first, tagline of mindful parenting. You lead by example. And when you talk of anything, whether it is fostering independence, whether you're trying to make them have resilience, whether it is about compassion, empathy, you have to lead by example. Now we have mini user writing, पापा मम्मी ही घर में सिखाते हैं झूठ बोलना. अंकल का फोन आया, पापा को बात नहीं करनी है, पापा बोलेंगे बेटे जरा फोन उठा के बोलना, पापा घर पे नहीं है.
आज के टाइम में तो ऐसा नहीं हो रहा होगा आशिमा. I don't
It
think
still
nowadays
happens.
people doing
Still,
that.
and everything. Achika, when we are talking of mindful parenting, don't you think there is a need for parents to learn a lot themselves? Because we as parents are not perfect. We are also human beings. We have faults. We have, misunderstandings. We are not completely experienced in our lives. We are learning at each moment in our lives. And when we are learning, we are making mistakes. That is how we are learning. So when we are trying to, as Akshat very rightly said, when we are trying to teach our children कि ये इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के इसमें हाथ डालोगे बेटा करंट लग सकता है, डाल के देखना है देख लो, बट हमने तुम्हें बता दिया. So you are trying to tell them from your experiences. And when you're talking about, he very rightly brought in Eve teasing and all those things. I think gender sensitization and learning the ways of the world and being compassionate and empathizing the world, they all go hand in hand. When you're talking about empathizing or being compassionate, as Archika mentioned, as Akshat also mentioned, now he's teaching his son, which is beautiful, that you can't think somebody who is doing work for you is in some way inferior. You have to give them that respect of being a human being. We are all same at the level of being humans. Our levels may be different because we are at different strata, or we are at different levels of office, or we are at different levels of community. That doesn't make us, in big or superior in any which ways. So it is very important to focus on the abilities of being non-judgmental. And that's where we come in, ISCA, Indian Specialized Counseling Academy, because we tell you, we give you a non-judgmental space, and I hope all of you agree. And, so it is very important to validate feelings. We can't just say, हाँ ठीक है चलो. To acknowledge, to accept, and to act. This is a 3A theory we keep talking of always. We have to learn to acknowledge, accept, and then act. And when we learn to acknowledge, accept, and act on our feelings, our children observe, and when we go tell them, they'll be able to understand that we are talking from experience and we are not just giving them a shallow learning. They are watching us at every moment of life. It did happen with my son. He wanted to, light the candles 2-3 years back. And I told him, your kurta is long, you need to fold it. And he did fold it. But somehow the kurta caught fire. When it caught fire, I was not supposed to panic. I quickly took him to the water, put his hand under the water, cut that kurta and comforted him and told him, it's all right. You did not do it deliberately. You were not trying to make it happen. It just happened. So you don't have to feel bad about it. It's just an experience. And I tried to comfort him. So now when I did that, and when he was not deliberately trying to burn himself, and that confidence was given, and I did not bring in the fear factor, oh, ye kaise ho gaya, kyun ho gaya, tumko akal nahi hai, tum aisa kyun karte ho, tum waisa kyun karte ho. I think it adds on. And I think Adi is writing down something, and Rohit Singh is also writing. Rohit is writing something. Archika, would you want to read? Helping Papa. What is that? Is in no way wrong.
Ashima, I'll go to the Akshat point where he made the point Eve teasing and everything. So when we are giving mindful parenting and we are making kids aware about all the issues girls faces, and the word nowadays we talk it's a girl problem or not. When their brother knows what it is, how to deal with it, what they go through when they are into this situation. So they'll be more conscious and they'll definitely stand out for, and they won't act in such a way. So we have to teach both genders. We have to make. I think
today Adam teasing has also become something. We are still talking of Eve teasing, but there is something called Adam teasing also, which is happening.
Yeah. So another point I'll make here is we are talking too much. हम लोग बहुत बता रहे हैं कि अब ये बताओ बच्चों को ऐसे सिखाओ. But sometimes it happens that even we are teaching them, even we are doing whatever, whatever we want to teach, we are acting the same way, respecting people, doing everything. But somehow, somewhere, your kid is not getting convinced, or they are not acting as per your expectation or something. So that time is a time when you need to understand your child's perception, that what is actually going in their mind, what thought processes they are having if they are not getting convinced with this. अगर किसी के
Achika,
झूठे बल
I think here, what you're talking about perception, this the parent have to keep doing from the beginning. अगर आपने आपने मंदिर के सामने हाथ जोड़ा और बच्चे ने भी जोड़ा, उसके दिमाग में सवाल तो उसी टाइम आ गया होगा कि भाई हाथ क्यों जोड़ा. तो अगर आप अपने बच्चों को साथ साथ इन्वॉल्व करते रहो, why do you think I was blessed, I was dying in front of the mandir, or why do you think I was talking so nicely to the driver, why do you think it is needed?
many times बच्चे वही कर रहे होते हैं जो पेरेंट्स कर रहे होते हैं, बट many times से अराउंड की मेरे को हाथ जोड़ने की जरूरत नहीं है और मैं खड़ा हूँ, मेरी फीलिंग्स है, मैं रिस्पेक्ट करता हूँ. तो पेरेंट्स उस टाइम पे अगर बच्चे को कहे कि हाथ क्यों नहीं जोड़ रहे हो, एंड जैसे कि नहीं पापा मुझे लगता है मैं हाथ जोड़ूं तो मेरी रिस्पेक्ट है, मैं उतना उनको दे रहा हूँ, and I'm feeling
This is okay, absolutely okay,
exactly this is what I'm talking
absolutely.
कि हर चीज को उसी तरह करवाना जरूरी नहीं है जिस तरह आप चाहते हो देखना.
True.
Yeah, Achika,
बच्चे
sorry to interrupt. May I enter?
Please go
please,
on.
please.
You've already entered, my dear friend.
Sorry.
No, please don't say sorry, just go on.
Yeah, actually, you rightly mentioned. Always, we should not expect the children to behave the way you want them to behave, or the way you want for yourself to behave in your life.
Yeah.
I just want to share a little example for everyone. I think most of us must be offering our prayer to the Almighty in the morning or maybe in the evening too. So I initially I tried with my son to ask him, okay, beta, you also do the same thing, but he never listened to me. But because I used to do that, his mother also goes in the temple or whatever the small temple we have made at home for offering our prayers. And lately in his 10th exam, before going to the exam, he visited that our sacred space and offered the prayer. So this is somehow they are learning from us. Yeah.
आपने उसको ये नहीं पूछा बेटा बहुत अच्छा किया, आई एम सो हैप्पी, बट ये बताना डर लग रहा था कि सच में आशीर्वाद लेने गए थे.
But I am happy at least he's knowing he's Almighty.
I know. I'm just bringing in a humor.
I'm happy. He knows there is some power in this world who is where you can always go. You can ask anything from them, from him, and that will always give you a support or strength in your life.
So here another point come which is very important, that whenever a child is doing something and you are feeling good about it, don't forget to acknowledge.
Yes.
And don't forget to mention कि मैंने observe किया था बेटा जो आपने किया. It's not like कि मैंने देखा नहीं या मैं भूल गया. I observed and I really appreciate and I liked it or I loved it. Or even if you are feeling like saying thank you, you know. समटाइम आप अपने बच्चों को कहते हो कि वो बड़े आएंगे ना, उनके पैर छू लेना बेटा, अच्छा लगता है. तो कई बार वो नहीं करते, मेरा मन नहीं कर रहा है इसे छूने का, आई डोंट फील गुड, आई डोंट वांट टू टच एनीबॉडीज फीट. बट व्हेन दे आर डूइंग इट, इफ दे हैव डन आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स, जाके कभी कर दिया और शुरू कर दिया, देन डोंट फॉरगेट टू एक्नॉलेज.
Very important word. Rohit is writing, I believe parents should not be, never appear like teachers. Absolutely. Adi is wanting to say something. Go on, Adi.
Yeah. Ashima, I think if they offer some prayer to God, if they learn these kind of things, it's really good. But you really you really need to teach them. Don't, वो पूरी तरीके से एक होता है ना सिचुएशन कि आप बच्चे एक एट द काइंड ऑफ स्टेज वो सोचते हैं कि मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगा, मैं भगवान को प्रे करूंगा और मेरा सारा काम हो जाएगा. ये चीज भी सिखानी उसी तरह उस टाइम पे भी जरूरी है कि भैया ठीक है जो कर रहे हो अच्छा, और वो अच्छी चीज है, बट कि आपको आपकी मेहनत, आपका हार्डवर्क और जो भी है आप वो चीज लेके इन पे पूरा डिपेंडेंट नहीं होना है. तो ये चीज बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि ये मैं झेल चुका हूँ, मेरा खुद का एक्सपीरियंस है और मैं फेल भी हो चुका हूँ. तो ये इसलिए मैंने ये शेयर किया.
भगवान कोई जादू की छड़ी नहीं घुमाएंगे कि भगवान के आगे हाथ, भगवान जी इतने परसेंटेज दे देना. सहेली wants to say something. Go on, Saheli.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ashima ma'am and Archika ma'am and all who is there. So, ma'am, I don't know anything about parenting. Maybe in future I know it's very well, but whatever I learned, ma'am, I learned from my mother. Okay, so I want to say that, ma'am, when my elder brother first, told her about his relationship, that time my mother never react. Okay, so after when he said after ma'am, then I asked to my mom why you are so cool. So she said that me that yes, it is right that it is his life. So it is very good that he choose someone for himself, and he is in my path. So and my mother said to me that don't react. If everything is happen in front of you, that time you must be cool and calm. You don't react easily. It is help you when you are become a mother. So yes, ma'am, and I slowly, to adapt this quality in myself, and then I suddenly see that my younger brother, who is younger than me, he calm, and whenever he think, whenever his thought process, okay, what he think about himself or any kind of things, he share me easily. And so I think I don't know, when I'm a mother, that time I am very strict. That's like my mother, but I never see that she making a joke, cracking a joke with her sisters. But I am not like that. I think I'm very famous with my siblings, so and very much indulge with them, so they can share everything to me. I don't know, ma'am.
You
Yes, I
you become a parent to them, have you?
Yes, ma'am.
You become a parent friend to them, that they can come aram se and talk to you and share things with you, your siblings?
Yes, ma'am. Siblings, yes, cousins, sisters, and there is 15, 16, and I see, ma'am, they are younger than me. Okay, so and they are don't open up their mouth in front of others. If they are have their own siblings, but they are really want to tell everything to me, and so yes, ma'am. So I think one of quality is this: the parent should be friendly. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I'm wrong. My mother said that if I have ma'am, I'm moody because in this age, I think moody. But my mom said when you are become a mother, that time you don't moody. Okay, you have to think. You have to think about your child first, then yourself. So, ma'am, I think.
Oh, that's very beautifully put. And Minnie has given you an inspiring badge and a friendly badge, and she has said that you're a wonderful person to be with. So that is what compassion and empathy you're showing towards your cousins, towards your siblings, and they feel comfortable. And if parents can be like that, they can have compassion and empathy, the children will not have to look anywhere else.
Ashima will continue tomorrow, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. God.
Thank